All right, we are here with the beat writers from Chicago Fire and FC Dallas. Jeff Crandall from Chicago, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Melody.
And we're also joined by Robert Kasner from FC Dallas. We'll go ahead and start with you, Jeff. We're looking forward to the Brimstone Cup rivalry renewing on Saturday. I know both teams have made some changes in the offseason. Let's start with Chicago. What do you think the starting lineup might look like on opening day?
Well, both teams making changes in the offseason. I don't know, for Dallas, it might be an overstatement. For the Fire, it's 14 new players coming in for 2011. I think starting a lineup, it's still being juggled a little bit, but there are certainties. I think in goal, you have recently capped U.S. national team goalkeeper Sean Johnson. Defense and Carlos De Los Cobos 3-5-2. Pretty certain you'll see Giuliani Baba on the right, the rookie, Josip Mikolic, and someone that's familiar to Dallas fans, Corey Gibbs, who spent a season there in 2004. Midfield, definitely see Captain Logan Paz playing in the hole between defense and the line of midfielders. The rest of the midfield, I'm not so sure about. I've seen a lot of different lineups in preseason. I think the one certainty there is Marco Papa, 2010 MLS Goal of the Year winner and the club's leading scorer last year. And then also up top, the Uruguayan duo of Diego Chavez and Gaston the Butcher Perari will almost certainly be starting up top on Saturday.
All right, Robert, it's your turn. What do you think the starting lineups might look like for FC Dallas on opening day?
This preseason, Shellis has definitely been shaking things up. He's been very public about his love for Breck Shea at center back. So I wanted to show you guys my predictions. We're not changing up the formation or anything here, but we have Hartman up top, the iron brick. You can't get past him. And then on the right side we have Jackson, George John, the newly embedded Breck Shea left center back, and Zach Lloyd, who stepped in very nice last year, went to North Carolina. The 1 in the 4-1-4-1, we have Danny Hernandez. We have Eric Alexander, Avi on the left side, Marvin on the right side, Ferreira, and then finishing out up top, you have Milton Rodriguez with the start. So this is my 4-1 preview.
So Eric Avila getting his first start in a home opener, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. This is his first time to start the season opener. Talked to him yesterday. He's really excited about the opportunity, so we hope he makes the most of it.
Well, with all those changes in the starting lineup, give us one key matchup that you think we should be watching out for.
So I mentioned Marco Papa already. I think he's playing more central this preseason, so I think we'll see him roaming a little bit more. A lot last year he was out on the left. I like the idea of seeing him matching up against Daniel Hernandez, FC Dallas captain. I think it has the potential to be one of the key matchups on Saturday.
All right, so let's come back to you, Robert. We are looking for one key matchup that we should keep our eye on.
Well, you definitely have to be weary of the Fire's Marco Papa. The Guatemalan guy tore it up on the pitch last year, and he's going to be on the left flank. He's going to be going against Jackson, the Brazilian. Jackson played in 12 games for FC Dallas last year. He's getting the first start opening game like Avi is. And it'll be huge for Jackson to step up, remain calm under pressure, and be able to keep Papa under center and not get behind him, and get any easy shots on Kevin Hartman in goal.
Well, and last year's rivalry series started off really strong with a 1-1 tie at Chicago. Give the fans a quick recap of that game.
Great memory from that game. I think it was a Thursday here at Toyota Park on ESPN, and Dallas got started early. Wilman Conde, no longer with the team, had a little of a rough patch right there in the 6th minute. Gave the ball up to David Ferreira, who walked in alone on Andrew Dykstra, another guy not with the team this year, and slotted easily. I think it was his first goal of the year and probably the easiest he had of his league MVP campaign. Brian McBride tied it in the 40th minute. Think from Justin Matt, great cross into the middle. McBride, clinical header, what he's known for. Just before that, though, in the 36th minute, Mike Banner had a pretty rough miss. I think if he would have scored that, Fire could have had 3 points on the night. Second half, not too good. 1-1 draw.
Okay, so coming back to you, Robert, FC Dallas takes the second leg of the Brimstone Cup 3-0 at home. Give us a quick recap of that match.
Well, in looking at some of the old videos, it looks like there was just a bunch of defensive miscues by Chicago. The first one was Dario Sala just put a ball up and it bounced, I believe, twice, went straight to the Chicago defense, and Rodriguez cleaned it up. Second goal, Marvin hit one off of a Chicago defender for a 2-0 lead. And then the third goal, which was Jeff Cunningham's 132nd career goal, tying him with Jaime Moreno for the all-time scoring leader. It was an all-around domination for FC Dallas and several defensive miscues for Chicago.
Well, in the Brimstone Cup rivalry series has been played officially since 2001. There's been a lot of kind of epic moments in that matchup. Do you have a most memorable moment from the rivalry?
I have two, if I can fit them in. First one, May 24th, 2000. Fire down 3-1 at Soldier Field, I believe, after 63 minutes. Come back to win 4-3. 2 goals from Ante Razov, 1 from Dima Kovalenko. Razov scored the winner in stoppage time. And then for Dallas fans who've been around for a while, going back to 2001, the first year of the Brimstone Cup, Mike Jeffries was the head coach back then. Now is back with the Fire as director of player personnel. It reminded me of this. I'm going to read some of my notes because it's a little long. Just days after my 16th birthday, kind of dates me, down 1-0, referee Richard Herron whistled for a penalty in the 74th minute against Dallas. Disgruntled with the call, former Fire defender Lubos Kubik, who was warming up on the sidelines ready to enter the match, jumped over the ad boards, pulled the whistle out of Richard Herron's hand, threw it to the ground, and was sent off. The end result, Hristo Stoichkov, the Mad Bulgarian, scored the ensuing penalty, and then Eric Winall, the U.S. legend, scored the winner in the 99th minute, back when MLS regular season games still had overtime. That contributed to the first Brimstone Cup win and the only Brimstone Cup win for the Fire in 2001.
All right. Well, Robert, let's go back to you to get your most memorable moment in the Brimstone Cup rivalry series.
How can you not talk about the Brimstone Cup and forget Kenny Cooper? 2009 home opener, 9 minutes into the game, he hits a shot from midfield over John Bush. I just have this image in my head of John Bush just leaping back and not being able to get this 50, 60-yard bomb from Kenny Cooper. And, of course, this was his last season at FC Dallas, so definitely a very memorable Brimstone Cup moment for fans.
All right, and Robert, we'll let you go first on the final question. Your opportunity. Give us your scoreline prediction for Saturday's game.
3-0, FC Dallas, no doubt about it. They look great against Chivas, very quick. I don't see them changing anything up. We got Marvin and Avi with the speed on the flanks. Rodriguez is, he's always one to poach around the goal. It's hands down 3-0 FC Dallas win. It'll be interesting to see Chicago in their new 3-5-2, and 3 defenders against FC Dallas is South American craziness and quick style of play. It should be a pretty fun game to watch for FC Dallas fans.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Robert from FC Dallas is predicting a win for the boys in red and white on Saturday. Let's get a scoreline prediction from you. How are you going to finish?
If I could welcome my friend Miguel El Pato del Fuego, he's going to give you the scoreline prediction in Espanol. So, Miguel, take it away. Miguel El Pato del Fuego dice el resultado será FC Dallas 1, Chicago Fire 1, goals de David Ferreira y Marco Papa. In other words, 1-1 FC Dallas, Chicago Fire, goals from Ferreira and Marco Papa. Should be a good game.
All right. Well, Jeff, Robert, thank you guys both for spending time with us today, and we will see what happens on the field come Saturday. Thanks a lot.